it was driving me nuts.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah. And unfortunately, when you're unhappy in the work that you do, it eventually bleeds into your personal life,
Oh
right?
yeah.
Like you can only hold on to that for so long. So in that quest, I remember, my husband and I got into an argument, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what our parents warned us about, that we were going to have hard time financially, and that, getting married young is not a good idea. All the fears that I had about doing this was just showing up in my face. And at that moment, I realized I have two choices. It's either I leave this marriage or I make it work. And I was not just someone that, would just give up on a person, especially a marriage. You're committed to
Yeah.
this marriage, right? And so we made it work, and we spoke about it, found out the root of why we were frustrated, we were angry, we were sad about the life that we were living, and we started talking about our vision, what we really hoped for when we got married, what our dreams were. We started to rekindle the dreams that we had as individuals, and now combining them as a married couple, and figuring out together, okay, how can we make that happen? Because our marriage doesn't have to be the end of our dreams, right? And so from then on, fast forward a year later from that conversation, we ended up leaving our warehouse job, and I started just diving deep into how to get out of debt. So we left that job with no debt, eventually got into more debt because I didn't have a job waiting for me when I quit that job. But hey, you're young, we didn't have
Yeah.
kids, and you're a little bit more bold and
Yeah.
crazy. So we took that leap, and my husband eventually got into insurance. He started earning commission. He was really good at it, excelled so quickly in his career in the insurance industry. And here I was, really trying to understand the root of our finances. And I researched, how in the world do I get out of debt? And, back in the day, blogs were so popular. And I found this Canadian who was talking about how to get out of debt, started following him, and he started talking about online, earning money online. And I was like, oh my gosh, is this a scam? It wasn't very popular back then.
No, it
Um,
wasn't.
no. So I remember he was selling this course for $30 on how to publish books on Amazon, because that's how he was earning money online. And I said, okay, $30 back then was like, oh my God, that's like a lot of money for me, especially when you're in debt and you don't have income coming in, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Look, this is how I shifted my perspective. When I go and eat, let's say at even a fast food restaurant, I easily spend $30.
Yeah.
So I just considered it money gone. I'm going to invest in this. And if it's fake, if I get scammed, whatever, lesson learned. So I invested in that course. I think it was like $36 or whatever. Actually followed it to the T. And then I started earning like $2, $5 on Amazon Kindle. And I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is for real. And that was basically the start of my journey into, diving deep into how can I make this an ongoing income earner for me? How can I actually earn money? How can I do what he's doing? Being a coach and just improving yourself and helping others along the way. So that's my story of how I got started in this whole online gig.
Yeah, baby.
Yo, what's going down? What it is, man. Like, share the video, and all that good stuff, man. Are we gonna talk about the one and the only Kevin Samuels? Yeah. Yep. That's what people keep asking me questions about Kevin Samuels, and which is cool. That's cool. That's cool in the game, I I didn't watch a lot of videos on the Kevin Samuels channel. I just saw a lot of clips, like most people have. Um, and he made a lot of good points based on the videos I've seen. And like I said before, he did something that I've never seen before. He took the manosphere from underground, I would say, to mainstream. I mean, he single-handedly took a manosphere from kind of a underground scene to mainstream. I've never seen anybody else on YouTube since I've been on YouTube. I've never seen anybody in the mainstream media outlets call somebody name on YouTube. He was the first I ever seen that did that. You know, so I got to give him. I got to give him props. Yeah, I got to give him props for that. Now, a lot of people will say, a lot of people like putting people on a pedestal, and they want the person to be perfect. But like I said, if Kevin Samuels was a white man, he'd be bigger than life. No one would be saying nothing about his past, his experiences with two failed marriages, or no one would be even concerned with his background and where he came from. If Kevin Samuels was Tony Robbins, he'd be bigger than life. He'd be like a rock star. If Kevin Samuels was Tony Robbins, he'd be like a rock star. He'd be like a rock star out here. He would need security. He would need security if Kevin Samuels was like Tony Robbins. He'd be a billionaire. And nobody talks about Tony Robbins' past. I think Tony Robbins was married 3-4 times. And Tony Robbins actually give relationship advice. He give relationship advice and business advice. And nobody mentioned about his past or what his failures, or nobody ever says anything about that. But see, when it's our turn, that's when the rules change. And I've seen this happen so many times. You know, when it's our turn, we got to be qualified all of a sudden. See, they don't ask Tony Robbins what makes him qualified to give relationship advice. They don't ask the white man what makes him qualified to give relationship advice. They only ask us. They ask us what makes us qualified. I've had people ask me that. Hey, what makes you qualified to give relationship advice? But they don't ask them white women that, and they don't ask them white guys that. So why do you think that is? That's my question to you. I already know the answer, but why do you think that is? Tony Robbins been married 3-4 times. Nobody questions anything, any advice that he gives. They don't go on his past and be like, hey, I don't think he should be given no advice. Look, Tony Robbins have a big ass conference. I think in Florida with, man, I don't know how many people in the room. And they're paying like $2,500, $3,000 to go to the conference. And he be on stage jumping up and down like a party. And he been doing these conferences for I don't know how many years. It's like an annual conference. Nobody questions anything. But when that's where Kevin Samuels was going. That's where Kevin Samuels was going. He was going to be the first dude that came from the bottom on the internet and rose all the way to the mainstream outlets. He's the first dude that I ever seen that did that. And people knew him worldwide. You got some of these people that's plugged into the mainstream outlets and networks can't even do that. But he did it. And he did it his way. And the funny thing is, you got a lot of people from these other groups. They love Kevin Samuels more than we do over here. Which sounds crazy, but it's true. I think being over here in America, we kind of took Kevin Samuels for granted. But these other groups of people, they took it serious. They took his advice serious. His advice changed their life, changed their families, changed their relationships, changed their financial situation that they probably been in. Now some people say, well, I ain't like his delivery, but was it true? Were you big like a linebacker? Maybe you was big like a running back. Maybe you was big like a linebacker. Yeah. Some of these videos, these clips I've seen of these women, I said, man, look, you better stay with your husband. Some of y'all, let me tell you, some of these people, men and women, they've been together so long with the same person, they don't know how bad they look. You think you look so hot. You don't look that good as much as you think. Shit. I told a woman over there, I said, look, the next time you go in the bathroom, take all your clothes off and look in the mirror. And this is what you representing when you walk outside. And do you think you'll be able to catch with all this? Shit. The answer is probably no. Some of these people have been together with the same person for so long, man. They think they look better than they really look. Look, man, you really ain't got it like that, like you think. You might think one thing, but the rest of us, we see something different. Shit. See, Kevin Samuels was honest. And he asked them to rate themselves. And they called up and got mad. How the hell you going to call my show and get mad at me? You sound crazy. What they call that oxymoron. You're an oxymoron. You call my show, ask me a question, and I give you an answer, and you're gonna turn around and get mad at me. You're an oxymoron. You know?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You're an oxymoron. You know? Well, Kevin Samuels, he was right. He was right when it came to a lot of things. You know? Now, maybe he was raw, uncut with it, but it was a lot of truth to it. And I don't got a problem with his delivery. I ain't got a problem with nobody's delivery, really. You know, I was raised around people that I was raised by people like that. So I'm not that thin skinned like that. I don't get in my feelings so easily. You know, just because you said something I didn't like or whatever. So I'm gonna put the link in here. And come on, and I want to hear what you have to say. I didn't he was right when it came to a lot of things, man. You know. I think and the best part about it, we're not going backwards. We're going forwards. We're gonna keep going forward. You know, there's no one leader in this case. You know, Kevin Samuels made an impact. He made a mark. He gave you the blueprint. He showed you what true leadership looks like. He showed you that you have value. You're worth something. You have to know your worth. You know, nobody's better than us. Nobody's better than you. That's what Kevin Samuels brought to the table. And a lot of people didn't get it at first, but over time, the ones that wanted it, they got it. Because see, in this country, especially this country, we don't need more education. We need better leaders. People need better leadership skills. You know, because you can have all the education you want. But if you're a bad leader, if you have bad leadership skills, then it's all for nothing. It doesn't, your education and your money and everything you've accomplished is all for nothing if you got bad leadership skills. You know, you just end up being a trick or a simp or a weak man. So yeah, you know, he was right when it came to a lot of things. You know. But ain't nobody perfect out here. That's the thing. See, we have different standards for a lot of people, for different groups of people. And I learned this a long time ago. And most black people understand that there's a double standard. We understand that. If you've been living long enough, you know what it is. There's a different standard when it comes to us. We gotta be like super nigga. You know, we gotta be like clean background, flawless. Shiny suits, shoes, with a hat on, skin tone, shiny. You know, we gotta be like, we gotta pose in the right clothes until we get chose. That's the and I'm not saying anything wrong with dressing like that. But I just don't like the fact that don't put me on a pedestal. I don't like being put on a pedestal. Don't hold me to a high standard and you hold yourself to a low standard. I don't like that. Why can't we both rise to the occasion together? That's all I'm saying. But we know that it ain't like that. You know, you can have two people do the same crime, one black, one white, and the black person to get more time. The black person might get 20 years, the white person might get 2 weeks. If that. So that's what we got here. That's what we're dealing with here. You have two people who can say the same thing on the internet. One will go viral, and the other one won't get. It'll be like he didn't say anything. Damn. That's how it is. We understand that. I mean, I've seen this many times. You know, and that's just how it is. It don't bother me. I just understand how things work. You know, I mean, that bothers a lot of people though. You know, even when women do the same thing too. You have two guys that's dealing with the same woman. She'll treat one guy better or different than the other guy. And you'd be like, well, why is that? You got to ask her. I don't know. What's going on?
What's up? I'm doing all right. Had some
That's
heart
good,
problems
man.
over the week, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
You got some what?
Had a little bit of heart problems, but I'm doing all right.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Um, yeah, Kevin Samuels did bring himself up from the bottom to the top. Um, Also that what was the other thing you were talking about? I'm sorry. I was doing something stupid while when you were talking about it.
I said
Um,
he's the first to ever do that.
yeah. And there's definitely colorism and all this other stuff that's
Double
going
standards.
on. Yeah, definitely double standards. I mean, there was nothing wrong with what he was saying. You
Oh.
ask anybody else, and that's from any other background, and they'll be fine. They'll be like, okay. But I bet you if he looked like Idris Elba or he looked like one of them
Tony
other
Robbins.
dudes,
Tony
Tony
Robbins.
Robbins,
Hey,
what's the point?
if 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 Kevin Samuels was Tony Robbins, bro, he'd be a rock star.
Exactly. He probably wouldn't have died from that heart attack. He's
No,
probably still
he
be
wouldn't
here.
have. He wouldn't have because he'd have had access to the best doctors on the planet.
Right. Exactly. Mm.
I'm telling you, man. You
I'm
know,
missing that brother
and,
right now.
and check this out.
Hmm.
Tony Robbins give dating relationship advice, bro. He give business advice and relationship advice. And he had he been married 3-4 times. And nobody said questions it.
Mm.
Nobody says anything about it. They just take the advice, buy the products, go to
Hmm.
the conferences, and jump up and down, have a
Mm.
good time, and it's all good.
Yeah. I mean, he knows about money, but I can't imagine that he knows enough about relationships. But then again, I mean, maybe he does. Maybe he does. But
Yeah, I mean,
Ke
if you if
Kevin,
you if you've been married 3 times, yeah, you
yeah,
can talk about it for sure.
yeah. I mean,
I'm not saying anything wrong with that. I'm just
right.
saying that they don't do that to white guys.
Because here's
They
the question from the start. Did Kevin Samuels actually point out anything that women didn't want? You know what I'm saying from men. And did he ever not say what a woman is meant to be that they didn't already think was that a woman was supposed to be? They just didn't like it intimating that they were not good enough. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Or
what they didn't
or
like.
and nobody's saying that you're not good enough. Like someone I know that was talking about it, and I think I talked to you about it before, that she only saw clips. But here's the thing is that, those clips don't give you a full image of everything. And she thought that he was talking about her. But I'm like, you're a godly woman. You believe in God, you believe in these different things, you do everything right, you know. But there's things about you that you could fix and you know how to fix it. But um yeah, it was nothing to hurt them or hurt her. It's just to let you know what's going on and why you aren't getting what you want. That's all. That is
Yeah,
exactly all it is.
and they called up on the show,
Right.
and he asked them, "How do you rate yourself?"
I mean, they chose to go up on the firing squad. What do you want?
Exactly. So why are you gonna get mad at me?
Exactly. Exactly. Because, I mean, it's like they don't like good men speaking up, you know?
No, but then what
No.
it is a lot of women have gotten used to guys kissing their ass for so long, and when an honest guy comes in
Hmm.
that care about them and is willing to be honest with them for a change, that's hard to take. They
Well,
take it. They some women might take it as hatred, and then you have some of them later on. They might be like, you know what?
he was right.
Does he have a point?
Right,
Are you
right.
big? Are you big like a linebacker or not?
And then they be trying to get with him because he's being at least honest. Exactly. Exactly. But by being under a certain height, you can fix weight, but being under a height or you not making a lot of money or you not doing other certain things, you ain't got other certain things, you cannot change as a man in this country. You're automatically thrown into a beta bucket. There's nothing you can do. Absolutely nothing. I mean,
No,
they
wait,
made seven.
wait a minute, wait a minute. What
No,
do you
go on
mean?
ahead. Go. There,
What do you
there's a
mean?
beta bucket. There's an automatic beta bucket. You know what that means. That means
Yeah, but
you can't surmount that with anything. There's no surgery that's going to fix it. You can go to school to fix some of that. You can either go out there and start a business or start stealing and selling drugs, but you ain't gonna get that money.
wait a minute. Why do you
I'm
think
just
that?
Why do I think it? Because it's the
You
truth. You
you think you're a
you
beta for life if you're a beta?
yeah, here, if you're under 6 feet or even 5'10", let's say 5'10" conservatively, there's no point in you even to look for a woman here. I mean, you're done. You can forget that. But anything under that, she's settling for you and she's gonna treat you like shit. And yeah, you're gonna have to pay for it, or you wondering what you're doing wrong. Because from everybody's perspective, or what they're telling you, is that there's nothing wrong with you, but there is something wrong with you. They ain't gonna tell you
No,
the truth. Women are
no.
not gonna tell you the truth.
Hold
And,
on,
and,
hold on.
and yeah, no, wait a minute,
Maybe
wait a minute.
go
What?
ahead.
Go ahead. Go no, no, go ahead.
Maybe
Go ahead.
maybe it's the wrong woman.
Look, I don't have time to pick through that pile of trash. The trash, leaves, haystack, whatever. There are so many farms, there are so many haystacks. I don't have time. If you
I
look
hear
for
you.
your look at your height range, look at your height, do +4, -4, -5,
Yeah.
and
Let me give
go
you.
and find that country, and you'll be fine.
No, you don't even gotta go. I'm glad you brought that up. You don't gotta go to another country. You can move to another city.
No,
And
no,
and hold
no.
up, hold up, hold up, hold
Go
up,
go
hold
ahead,
up.
go ahead, go
Hold
ahead,
up.
go ahead.
You can move to another city
Go ahead.
and things could change. And
You,
you the same guy, you the
uh-huh,
same beta guy, different
uh-huh,
experience. So
uh-huh.
now what?
In America, which women are reading books, these books giving them fantasies,
Oh
watching
yeah,
these
reading.
movies giving them fantasies,
Yeah,
watching
reading
these
the movie.
television shows.
Yeah.
Yes, some look, and the ones who are registered alpha, some of them are actually being simps too. You know, they give them this fantasy or this dream. All these different guys are giving them dreams, and these different situations giving them dreams, like they could get this. I mean, it's a waste of time. A 4'11" woman will turn down a 5'7", 5'8" guy and say, "Well, I want somebody tall," and then be like, "Well, he's got to be 6 feet or more, or 6'2". And I've heard it, and I know you heard it.
I heard.
I'm like, what the hell?
Yes,
Why? What do
but I don't
you
take it. I've heard it, but I don't take it serious.
look? I ain't got time to play with that. If that's what she wants, that's what she wants. I am not going to stay to play with
No,
the
I won't
wants.
say
You
it.
can
No, now I'm not gonna stay there now.
yeah,
But I'll be
now,
like, oh, whatever, you know.
and mind you, I'm leaving y'all with all the rest of it. You think about that. Anybody under that height, they'll get with it. You will have a pack of women surrounding you that thirsty for you like a
Yeah,
bone.
yeah.
You'll love it.
That's a good, see. That's the good thing. That's one of the best things about being living here in the United States of
Hmm.
America. If you don't like where you
Right.
at, if you don't like how things going where you at, you can move 4 hours later. 4 hours someplace else, a totally different world,
Yeah.
just like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And things
It's
might be totally different. You just never
and,
know.
and, and it's a beautiful country, but I'm going somewhere else. I, I'm going somewhere else. All I did was do the statistics. Any country that's 5'7" and under for standard, I'm going there. I am
So
not
check this
messing with
out.
this country.
So,
Yeah,
so,
go
so
ahead.
check
Go ahead.
this out. What
Go ahead.
if
Uh-huh.
when you go to another country?
They don't want to
What
deal
if?
with me because I'm black.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
That's kind of
Yeah,
played out. That's
yeah.
nobody
Yeah.
gives a fuck about that shit no more. You
But that
know.
you're
Now
just a
you go to
foreigner.
Europe. Now you go to Europe. That's over there. But if you go
Right,
South
right, right.
America, they don't give a shit
Yeah.
about that.
No,
You
no,
know,
no.
there's
No.
whatever. You know,
But
but
you
for the
go to the
most
Far East.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
South America, whatever. They don't give a. Most people don't give a shit about that shit no more. That's kind
Yep.
of yeah. But let's
It's played
say
out
when you
down there.
go, yeah. But let's say you go there and
Hmm.
things aren't the way you would like. Now what?
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Keep
I
it moving
I I have
where?
I have enough sense to keep moving. I'll find where I need to be and I will like it. And I know where I need to be. I've already seen the numbers. I know where I need to be. I'm fine. When the time comes, gone. Which reminds me that stuff we talked about is starting to move real fast.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, it
Um,
doesn't take long, man. Don't
yeah, I
take
thought it
long.
would. I thought it would,
Nah,
but it took
nah.
it took 2 months for them to test me, and now I'm just waiting for their response. So,
You
but
mean
yeah,
the results?
yeah, the VA stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It don't take. It took me like 3 months. Won't take long.
Yeah. And I'm not going to talk. I'll save it for another show because I know you want to save that and get up numbers on that. They're talking about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
I don't want to talk
That
about that
is,
shit.
oh, come on. That is some crazy stuff. They got her
It
up on the stand, and you can tell she's lying. I mean, there's
See,
no
that's
way
pretty.
around it.
That's
Obviously.
That's regular shit for white women.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's regular
yeah.
shit, bro. You know, that's.
Ah,
I wasn't surprised. That's regular shit, man. I know white women to do that all the time.
And what is it? Somebody was saying that she was into domination and these orgy parties, and I'm like, of course she's like that. What did you think
Yeah,
you were getting?
I can see
I
that.
mean, yeah, you could tell. I was like,
Yeah.
maybe she isn't, maybe she isn't, maybe she is, maybe she isn't when she was sitting over there. But when you saw her on the stand talking to, she has the eyes for it. And when she was looking over at Johnny, like, every time she answered a question and Johnny didn't look at her, I was like, yeah, yeah.
Well, he might be
She's like that.
he might be a beta dude acting like alpha.
That is true. That is true.
Just like Will Smith.
Alpha, those are alpha simps now. That I
Yeah.
told you. I told you they exist. You didn't believe me.
No,
That is
I
a
didn't deny
yeah,
it. I didn't.
those are definitely alpha simps. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Think
think
these guys
I think
they good actors.
yeah, yeah. It's not like they can't find somebody better. It's just that, they stuck on it. They really stuck on it.
I don't know. Can they find somebody better?
Yeah. Johnny Depp can definitely find somebody else. I know somebody that looks just like him, and he was moving around and dipping and dodging and every single thing, and they look alike. Just one's dark skin and one's light skin.
I don't
And I will
know.
tell you now, that man can move. You see some of these posts by some women, they trying to get him now.
So
He got that money. He's about to get into movies because sure enough, people are going to kiss his butt because they ruined his career for nothing.
can Will Smith get somebody better?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. He he's young enough or young enough looking,
Yeah,
and
like who? Who?
hmm, that's a good question. I mean, if he's looking for some movie actress or something like that, or he just better not go up there. Just forget that. Don't look somebody for some artist. Don't look for an actress. Don't look
But
for nobody.
that's who he's looking for. That's who he would be
Well,
looking for.
you can get, he can get the same thing on the street that he's trying to
But
get.
he don't want he
I,
don't want that.
I understand that, but like I said, you're gonna keep chasing the wrong thing. You're gonna go down. You're gonna go down hard. You're gonna be simping for somebody else, and that'll be the ruin of you. Go on ahead, find you this normal woman, find you somebody that's gonna bless you. Thank God you're in their life.
They
That's what
you
he
know
needs.
they playing that Hollywood shit, that Hollywood game, man.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel for him, I understand, but keep it moving. Don't let none of that stop you. None of that stop you.
Yeah.
Oh, what else were you talking about? Um, oh, the come up is Kevin Samuels. Yeah, yeah. I kept thinking that he should have been on TV, but then as you said before, you know,
No, he was
he
on the
was,
way.
yeah, he was. He wasn't going to be
Yeah.
controlled by anybody else. Really, he
Uh,
should have had some assistants and camera people there, because I was like, some of this, it could have looked better. I-
well, I think he
In
did
fact,
for one at one point.
I think that whole situation wouldn't have happened if he had an assistant checking on him. Because,
I think at one point he did had some
hmm,
type of had a camera guy, but I don't know what
yeah,
happened. You know,
because I
because I
had some
remember when
people
he
up
went.
here.
I remember when he went to L.A.
Hmm.
It was somebody else was holding the camera when he was in
Ah,
L.A.
ah,
Yeah,
okay.
somebody was holding the camera, and then when he went to New York, same thing. You
Right,
know,
right, right.
somebody else holding the camera. I don't know who. Maybe it was his friend. I don't. I'm not sure, but I
I
know.
know I know he went to Las Vegas for this one channel with mediocre tutorials and
Yeah,
reviews.
yeah.
So that
This
was
was
pretty
before that.
good.
This was
Right,
before that.
right,
Way,
right.
way before that. Yeah. Yeah, but the having help, it definitely that makes a difference. You know,
But see, who's going to replace that? I mean, I can talk
nobody.
all day. I can talk all day, but nobody's going to listen to me. I've said the same thing before on a lot of levels and a lot of different things. Nobody's going to listen to me about that. But
Yes,
where we
nobody.
where are we going to find somebody who's intelligent, calm, you know, um, tactical in everything he's saying, and every single thing like a snap of the finger? And I don't I don't see that right now. Not in any community, not male, not black, white, whatever. You're not going to find that. They're either busy in big business or something like that, or they can't take the time to do this. And I think he was taking his time to do this because he could and felt that there was a need for the community.
And
But
plus, he's doing it 7 days a week, bro.
yeah, yeah,
I'm not willing to do that, bro. No.
me neither. No, no, no. I only get on here when you get on. And I'm
I
just
see that.
I'm just trying
How
to
many
spread the
people you know?
conversation.
Okay, how many people you know that stream 7 days a week? Maybe one.
No, the Young Turks, they do, but
Yeah,
it's not the same
yeah,
people. It's not the same people. It's always somebody different,
exactly.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know, but if I want to say Philip DeFranco, 4 or 5 days a week. Who else is it? I know. I don't think Mediocre Tutorials does, and I know that TLR doesn't. I mean
No,
TLA.
no,
Uh, and I think
almost
Suzette
nobody.
Speaks does it 5 or 6. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe five. Yeah, five
Oh, that's
days.
my
But
baby. That's my other baby.
when the weekend comes, they
Yeah.
gone.
Except for Susan Speaks, she'll be out there, and Melanie King.
Weekends? Okay.
Oh, that's my baby. She's from my state. Every
What's she,
time
what?
she talks, I hear I
Where
hear
is she from?
Maryland in her voice.
She's from Florida, right?
No, I think she's from Bethesda, like that area,
Where?
like PG County, Prince George's County in Maryland.
Oh,
I think
okay.
she's from there, but I think she's
Okay.
living down in Atlanta or Florida right now.
Well, I
Yeah,
think she's in. I think Miami, the Miami area. Yeah,
I
or just
thought
like
so,
near.
but
I think she's in Fort Lauderdale, that Hollywood area, somewhere around there.
that would be
Yeah.
great too. You know, and that she's a good religious woman, all this other stuff. She's taking care of herself. You know, so that
Hey,
she
now,
ain't
why do you
perfect.
think she's? Why do you think she's single?
Oh, I know why. I know the
Why?
reason. It,
Why?
it and I don't want to make her feel bad because I know she's gonna watch this. She's gonna watch this
No,
because her
she don't
name
know who
came
I
up.
am. She don't
No,
know
no,
who I
no.
am.
She is. YouTube algorithm will make sure she sees it. The reason is that bipolar and ADHD uncontrolled is a bitch. Excuse
Really?
my language. I'm sorry. Yes, uncontrolled is not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
Having both is not good. And
Well, yeah, that's true.
once
But
she
I didn't know
gets,
she was like that.
yeah, she admitted it. And as soon as
Oh,
she
she
got
admitted it.
help,
Okay.
yeah, as
Okay.
soon as she got her medicine in her, she's taking care of herself. That's good. That actually adds to her positive. You taking care of your thoughts, your mind,
Yeah.
you know, and then you go to church and you look damn good.
You know, I
Yeah,
met a woman. I met a woman years ago that was like that.
right,
Yeah, I
right,
had to
right.
leave her alone, man.
All right,
It
what
was
what
just
is it? What is it?
it was just too much for me to handle.
Too much
I
perfection? What is it?
like Jekyll and Hyde. I never knew what person was
Ah,
going to show up. I
that's a
can.
person with uncontrolled situations. That's why Kevin Samuels was talking about everybody needs to go get therapy. You need to go get checked, get looked at.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. We're in the African American community. Already from the start, for Black people in our community in America, it's already some shit from day one. What, what,
Yeah.
what do you want? There's always something coming at you. I mean,
Yeah.
from what? From two on up, you need to start seeing somebody to boost somebody's self-confidence, to boost who they are, to feel positive, to see what's going on in their minds. Because this country is not forgiving. And there's some things that we're putting on our family members or putting on our children. And that's not fair to them. And funny as it is, it's not fair to you because you don't want to come off as that image, negative image to your children or your family. You want to be that positive thing. So if you really, as a community, we really need to get on the ball with that. Individual therapy and group therapy, you know. And psychologists and psychiatrists, and I ain't even playing. Get that medicine, get everything, get it done, because we can't take it anymore. We can't keep following the same plan, and I'm going to trudge through it and I'm going to power through it. That's not enough. That is not enough
No.
for us. We have to be stronger than that. And being stronger is looking at us ourselves and saying, you know what? Even if I don't think I have a problem, let's go take care of this now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not think about it now. Let me give everybody that boost if you listen. Pass it on. Go do it now. All right, I'm shutting up now.
Hey, yeah, yeah, hey, I can't disagree with that, brother. I'm
No, no, no. But
telling you.
that's something that Kevin Samuels put out there, and I'm proud of him for doing that. His mother has to be proud of anything. That's a start. That's the first line. And then
Hey, did you see the memorial yesterday?
no, I didn't. I didn't. I
I didn't
didn't. I
either.
didn't even know there was one.
Yeah,
I
Dennis Sperling, he broadcasted.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I,
check it out after I get off here. I'm gonna go check it out.
yeah, I
You
will
know,
too. I
yeah,
I wish I could say something to his mother to say that I appreciate it. I really do. And it's nothing against women. The men had to, you know, get their thing going at him too. In fact, he did something around February where, excuse my language, he was digging in some men's asses then. They thought they were going to call in and he's going to back them up. No, you got to get yourself straight. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I got to get myself straight. You need to be honest, you know.
yeah. We
And
can always be better, man.
right, right,
Yeah,
you know. And you're not perfect, you know.
no,
Shoot.
no. I think a lot of times, a lot of women, I think a lot of people grow up and their parents
Mhm.
told them how great they was, and they ain't
Yeah,
done shit, and then they go out into
that
the world, leave the house, and things aren't going as they would like, or they might not be getting as much attention as they would like. And then they start pointing the finger, saying the guys ain't this, the guys ain't that. And I'll be like, hey, you know what? It could be you. Maybe you're not good enough. You ever thought
between
about that?
between the movies and all these different things and the princessing of girls in America and in the West, it has damaged our people. We need to get
Yeah.
out of that. They ain't your princess. They're a girl going to become a woman, and that's the
Yes. Yeah.
mistake. I mean, she
Yeah.
may be a princess to you, but she's got to start as a woman, you know, a girl,
See,
and you'll become a
exactly.
woman
I
because
like when you
that's
because I like when my parents, they were honest with me. Because they say,
right,
hey, we love you, we see you in a certain type of way. When you leave this
right,
house,
right,
people out there don't give a damn. They're
right,
not
right,
gonna see
right,
you the way we see you. You know what
right,
I'm
right,
saying? We see a lot
right.
of parents don't tell their
I'm
kids that. They say, "Oh, you're great. What? How? They didn't do shit. They got beat. They got blown out on the field last night. The score was 35-7.
Right.
They played horrible. What are you talking about? But the parents will say, "Oh, you played great." No, the score was
No,
35-7,
no.
and you was
You
on the
need some more
bench.
training.
Yeah, and then they'll be like, and when I was growing up, if I would ask my uncles, "Hey, you coming to the game?" He said, "What for? You ain't playing. You're on the bench." You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but
yeah,
today they
yeah.
won't say that. They be like, "Oh, you coming to the game?"
No,
"Oh yeah,
no.
I'll come," and then they still won't show up.
Right, right.
I'm like, come
You know
on,
what?
man.
Thinking about it, think about this also. Think about all the people that are legally queens and princesses. Let's do just Queen Elizabeth, right? Okay. She was raised to take care of her husband. She was raised to be, you know, in charge of her nation or at least represent. When there was war, she went out there even when stuff was getting bombed and take care of her people. You know, to stand up and be for your people. Some women can't even do that these days. And it doesn't matter what community they're in. You've got to be you've got to be solid with each other. You've got to
Yeah,
be trained to be a real woman, not the woman on TV that's bouncing around and being strong. You need to be real strong, united together, working with each other, not fighting each other. You know, you're busy fighting each other as women, you know, in your own little sectors, and you can't even come up with a way to unite. Um,
I think you have to
I
as far as women go, I think you have to be a wife before you get married.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
And I
You're
think
right.
you have to be a man before you get married
Before
too.
you get married. Yeah, yeah. Because if I knew some of the things that I knew now about myself, I would have never gotten married at all. No, I didn't need to be
You
with
got
another
married. You got
woman.
married in 20s, right? You got married in 20s. That's what it sounds like.
No, 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 no. I got married in
No?
my 30s.
Oh, damn.
I got married in my
Well, that's a
30s.
good.
30s.
That's a good age. That's a good
Yeah,
age
but
though.
I was still
35.
immature. I was still immature. I was still immature. And then, how do I explain it? I just wasn't mature enough at all, at all. And if I knew what I knew now, if I took what I thought what some people were saying, but many other people were saying it was this when it was really this. If I had listened to these people over here, I would have never even bothered. I'd have stuck to what I was supposed to do and had more now than I ever did, you know. So I feel like I wasted my time. I really did, you know. Yeah. And there's
Well,
nothing, I can't lie about it, you know. I can't. All I can do is be mature and say, this happened and I got to fix it or I got to deal with it no matter what it is. I can't just throw up my hands and say whatever. I got to work with what I got to work with.
yeah,
So, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'm not
That's what
perfect,
it is.
ladies. I'm not perfect, gentlemen. You know, I am not, but I will talk shit
I
and tell you how to learn from my
mean,
mistakes.
really, the reality is we're all a work in progress.
Right, right. Yeah.
That's just reality, you know. Um,
You never
there's
stop
no I
learning, you keep going.
well, you shouldn't stop learning, but
Right.
most people do. Most people
Yeah.
do. Most people they when they graduate high school, college, shit, that's it.
Right. Right.
Forget about it.
I always like
You
learning.
know?
I always do. Man.
Yeah, me too. I was always a curious kid growing up. I was always curious. I always wanted to know why are things the way it is, and how come I have to just settle for this like everybody else. I mean, why I gotta have just one thing? I'm like, how come I can't have more than one? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's like, just follow this what's been laid before you. I'm like, why I got to do that? Why I can't just do what the hell I want to do? Or come up with my own way? Damn.
You know what? From now,
And then you have people saying stuff like, well, you're not supposed to do this if you're a
right,
black person. No. I'm like,
right.
what? Who raised
Yeah,
y'all? Fuck
I
that.
get that all the time. You know, I'm not supposed to talk all like this, all straight and normal. I'm not supposed to chill with other people or like these people. I'm chilling with Asians. I'm chilling with white people. I'm chilling with Africans. I'm chilling with Hispanics, Muslim people, Jewish people. I, I've met so many different people. It's not funny. I can't have these people in my life, but I also love my black people here. You know, I enjoy speaking to them. I enjoy picking their brains, especially the young ones. I'm like my parents now. See these young people, and I get happy and excited about the future. Now, not all of them, but like most of them, you see them, they want to be something positive in this world, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that in our community.
Yeah. You
Man,
know, it's like I just don't wanna I don't want to lose. You know, if you don't use it, you lose it. You know,
right.
I don't want to be one of those people that you know get old before my time.
Well, yeah,
And even when I get old, I don't want to have that old spirit
yeah.
like a lot of people. You know, I don't want
Well,
to.
I don't.
People always say,
I
no. I know what I hear a lot. I hear a lot. People say,
right,
when you gonna settle down? I'm like, well, what
right.
does that really mean? Settle down.
I,
Settle down means just chill. Uh,
hmm.
don't get out very much. Uh,
Right, right.
don't um, don't have no goals or no desires to do anything. You kind of just put your feet up and eat,
Just
sleep.
coasting.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm never gonna be like that. I'm
I
never
just
gonna
always
be
want.
like,
I just want to see what I've always wanted to see in this world, which is everything. I can't.
yeah,
No, no. My father always talked about doing that, and he missed out. He died before he got that option. Nah, I'm doing it. I'm gonna get out
that's
there
what I'm
and
saying.
see it. Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
but the shit is starting to
open up.
open back. A lot of restrictions are starting to go down.
Yeah.
I think in Colombia, all you got to do is take the PCR test.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
that's it.
And
You
in
know,
some places in June, you won't, as long as you took the shots, you won't even have to worry about that. You won't even be held up. So you can just go in and do your thing.
yeah. So hey, man, get out there and have some fun.
Now, everything starts with a single step. A single step is 1,000 miles starts with a single step. I think that's the saying. Um,
I forgot. Yeah, something like that. The first
well,
step, they said the first step is always the hardest.
right. Well, I mean, let me throw something out there that men should throw out there now. If people throw out these handshakes and everything, and that's all good, but I want to say that men should be saying to each other and to young men, if they see, when they're saying goodbye, to say, stay strong, stay logical, and stay curious. They just need to focus on those three things and they'll be all right.
Yeah, it's like
Because if you can do all those things, you'll be able to take care of yourself and eventually take care of a family. Without it, you won't be anywhere.
Yeah. You know, it's like, hey
So
man,
stay strong,
just
stay
keep
logical, stay curious.
and keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Right.
thanks for coming on, man. I'm about to get off here, brother.
Hey, whatever gets your numbers up, man. I'm trying to work with you. Let them speak. Catch other people get here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right, man. I love you.
All
I
right.
love your show. Been love. I always wanted to talk to you before, so this is wonderful. You have a good one. Bye.
All right. Peace. There you have it. Another episode. Smash the like button, share the video, hit the Cash App. I didn't really I plan on being on here for 1 hour. So I'm at 1 hour right now. So, you know. And hey, don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast. And if you have any questions, send me an email at renegademoney@gmail.com. It's right at the bottom of the video on the banner, scrolling at the bottom. renegademoney@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? That's where you can send me an email at and all that good stuff, you know. And you can also check out my Patreon as well. You know, that's where I talk about some of what I talked tonight and other things that I wouldn't normally talk about here. What the hell? Oh, done something. I didn't know I could do that, but it's all good. But hey, that's all I got. The next time I'm out, peace. Did you like that video? If you want more of that, it's right here. Boss Life Secrets on Amazon.com. And share this video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.